My check 1 2, microphone check 1 2. All right, guys, we are live. Welcome back to the Sleuth Intuition channel. I'm your host, Patrick Vallejos. Happy Saturday. You know how it goes. Every once in a while, we like to open up the panel. Honestly, you never know how these things can go. Sometimes they're super boring, and then sometimes you have some random guy call in from Switzerland or something. But we're going to hang tight. Hey, good to see you, Don. Happy Saturday. Oh, I'm sorry, Friday. Technically, I think in Indiana it's Saturday. For most of my viewers, it's Saturday. What's up, Jody? Don says it's Friday here. Well, I mean, it's Friday here, but for most of the viewers, it's just about 2 after midnight. Red Queen says just turned Saturday here. Check out the poll. Who are you? Sleuth Crew, gang, gang, lurking. F the Sleuth Crew. If anybody wants to call in, just hit that link. It's also pinned at the top of the chat. What's up, BN? 11 Central Time, Illinois, Indiana is where the time changes to Eastern. A few years back, Illinois would spend half its year. There's the link. Never a Believer, welcome in. So, what's everybody up to? You guys ready for the weekend? Red Queen says, I've had a migraine all week, so I'm up on all the news. Got you. Sounds like a case of insomnia. Good to see you, Red. Have you seen Erica Kirk's message? Yes. I didn't watch the video, but I read some quotes. BN, good to see you. How has Baby and Miss Sleuth fam been thinking about all of you? They're great. Wonderful. It's good to have finally have a chance to kind of come hang out with you guys on a Friday. Feels good. So hopefully you guys are well. What's that? Bare knuckle and drinking cocktail. What kind of cocktails? I had a glass of wine. Some cheap wine from Walgreens. So moving, so strong. What do you mean so moving, so strong? All right, let's take a look at the poll. Who are you? 62% sleuth crew, gang gang. 38% is lurking. What's up, lurkers? If you're lurking, go ahead and jump in the chat. Jim Beam and Coke and boxed wine earlier. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. It's not boxed wine, but it's cheap wine. It was corked. Just Corey. How does one call in? Just Corey right there. Hit that link. See it in the chat? Fancy pants over here. So refined.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Bourbon tasting earlier and now Merlot. Oh, bourbon tasting. I like those. When you go out to dinner, tasting like either whiskey or bourbon or something. I love that shit. That sounds like rot, gut rot. What's going on, Cindy? How you doing? Happy Friday / Saturday. A bourbon slushy would be heavenly right now. That does sound kind of nice. Bourbon slushy reminds me of my college days back on Mill Avenue. Never a believer. You're on the air. What's up?
Hello, hello.
Welcome, welcome. What's on your mind?
So I was just really impressed last week at CrimeCon that they honored the family and of Abby and Libby for being the crime fighters of the year.
Nice.
I wish I would have went there, even though I know it's super commercialized and towards the fake podcast, but
Yeah, I'm
it would
kind
have
of a
been nice
fanboy.
to be there.
It was good to see. Are you a fan of web sleuths?
No. I mean, I'm a fan of web sleuths, but not a podcast specifically dedicated to that title.
Okay, yeah, you should go check them out. Go check out the YouTube channel Web Sleuths, and they also have a website. But they've been covering the Delphi case from the beginning, and they were there at CrimeCon, and I'm a big fan of them.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, how is the baby?
amazing.
Column, is that are you a Superman?
Huh?
Is Cal? You, I'm sorry. I believe you named your son Callum.
Yes, Callum.
Is that from Superman?
No, not that I know of. Is it?
Yeah, I think that was his father's name.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm not a
Oh,
big fan of Superman.
okay. Sorry. Yeah, but I was talking earlier. Like her Erica Kirk's message was completely what you would expect of Charlie Kirk's wife. Strong.
It was more aggressive than I was expecting. It was kind of like you better watch out. You know what I mean?
I, I I just took that as strength.
Hmm. But I mean,
I
it's
didn't take
true.
it as I didn't take it as like I didn't take it as aggressive as we're coming at you. I took it as strength. We're not going anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
Like she I think, you know, because there was rumors that like Ben Shapiro had stopped his college tours, which he hadn't. He just stopped the one in response to this because he was
Yeah,
taking
Shapiro
a
and
knee.
Candace Owens should kind of take some extra precautions, I think.
Yeah. I didn't
Maybe
realize that.
Alex Jones too. Alex Jones would be a good target for them.
I don't think anybody really pays attention to that whack job anymore. I think he lost a lot of credibility. And
Well, he's like
Candace,
a he's more like a it's more symbolic than anything.
yeah, Candace Owens has lost a lot of credibility too with her craze of going after the French president's wife. I think it's a pointless. I get it. I understand, but it's pointless. It's not going to move any needle anyway to
What
call
needle?
her.
What needle is that? What needle are we trying to move?
I to move the needle of the conservative movement. You know, like the family, strengthen our rights, strengthen what is right and what is wrong, what is, you know what I mean? Like, yes, she may be a trans, but at this point, she's not coming out and saying she is. She's not
Who's
trying to speak up at that.
who's she and who? What do you mean trans? Like what are you referring to?
So, okay, so Candace Owens has spent the last like 4 months.
Oh, you're referring to Macron's wife.
Yes,
That who looks like a man. Yeah,
yes,
there's no proof. You know, it's just
y-
kind of silly,
yes. And Candace Owens has,
but she does look like a man. Do you,
well, she does look like a man, and
right?
Candace Owens is going on a deep dive of like proving that she is a man, but I don't know why. Like
The whole
there's no
Michelle Obama stuff. They try to say she's a man too.
there's no
Michelle,
point.
Michael,
And she did this with and like she went on this rabbit hole before she got onto Macron with Kamala Harris's, like proving that Kamala Harris is
Camaro
part
Harris.
white last summer.
I don't know about part white,
And
but
I
not
think
fully
like
black. I
she
think was
just
the
gets
argument.
on rabbit holes. She's gone off the path which she and Charlie began, which I don't, I learned like 2 days
You
ago
mean
that her and
Israel?
Charlie
That's
like
what you're talking about.
started
Is
that
Israel?
movement back in 2013.
Is that what you're talking about? Is Israel?
Hello?
Is that what you're talking about? Israel?
Am I
Can you
still
hear me?
on?
Yeah, you're still on. Can you not hear me? Hello. Hello. Yeah, you're still on. Can you guys hear me and her or just me? Never a believer. I still hear you. Hello, hello, hello. Red Queen says I can hear both of you. Okay. She can't hear me for whatever reason. She may have turned off her headphones, perhaps. Now I can just kind of hear her clicking. Oh, now I hear
I can
myself.
hear you now that I put you on TV.
Yeah, you got to turn that off and go figure out what you were using before. They could hear us fine. I'm not quite sure what happened. Yeah, you got to turn that off and go figure out whatever. What's up, Lynn?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
All
Hello, hello. Looks like we're having some technical issues. All right, she's gonna bounce out and come back. Maybe that'll fix the issue. Um, call in if anybody else wants to call in as well. The lines are open. Hit that link here. I'll share it again. Call the link. Don't be a scaredy cat. Don't be a scaredy cat. Boom, there it is. Red Queen says, and she's gone. Hopefully she's coming back. I'm thinking maybe her headphones died. No, you can call back if you want to. I'm not sure how I lost you. Maybe I think maybe your headphones might have the battery might have died or disconnected or because I could hear you just fine, but then all of a sudden you couldn't hear me. Lynn, what's up? Charlie Kirk was just here in Myrtle Beach, August 21st, his last speech. Yeah, that's sad. Don, that's funny.
Okay, I'm back.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right, perfect. Don, that's funny. All right, can whatever you got going on in the background, will you shut that down? Can you hear it?
Yep, doing that now. It was you.
All right, so where were we?
So we were talking about Eric. Oh no, where were we? Shit. See, bourbon tasting and Merlot. Um,
We were talking
oh,
about Charlie's wife.
yes, and her strength, and then we were talking about like how Ben Shapiro. And the Candace.
And
So
Israel. Yeah,
Candace
Israel.
Owens and Charlie Kirk like really began like Charlie Kirk began Turning Point in 2012, and then Candace Williams joined it in 2013, and they
Yeah, I
were
was a fan of both of them.
yeah. I didn't become a fan of them until like 2019. So, and I didn't realize, and at that time, I don't think they were still together. I think Candace had went to Daily Wire at that point.
That might have been a little bit later on, but she definitely got very popular.
Yeah, and Charlie approved Candace's husband, and she approved Erica. Like they were integral in choosing their each other's mate.
He's such a racist.
Charlie Kirk?
Yeah, can't you? You know, his best friend was black. You know,
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. I was like
right? You were even shocked by like what?
you I was like, I'm gonna
Like
have
what
to
the hell's wrong with you? What the hell are you talking about?
my earphones have died. I'm sorry.
These headphones are broken again. What?
I'm not even on headphones, but okay. Yeah. Yeah, I exactly. Like the I but how do like he couldn't even do it. Like even with having his open debates, but I think it because it was in debate form that lost probably the message because people like came in with an aggression. And so when you're in aggression, you're not going to have your listening ears on, as my kindergarten teacher would say.
Mm-hmm.
But how can anyone talk to the young black Mexican, other races of America, and explain how the Democrats and liberals would like nothing but to keep them down?
Well, I think it goes back to welfare, civil rights, and that's why they hated Charlie Kirk because he kind of pointed that out.
Oh, I know, but nobody would, they don't understand that. But like, so how, where's that messaging? What kind of type of messaging can we put out to start reaching people without being aggressive?
Just not murdering people that you disagree with. I think is a good place to start.
Well, yeah, I understand that.
Here's a. Let me go to Don Spain real quick.
Yeah.
Great question, Don. Sleuth, who you got tomorrow, Canelo or Crawford? Bro, I got Crawford. You know what I mean? I love the underdog, and he's undefeated.
What's the point spread?
He's definitely under. Crawford is not he's not picked to win.
Is that boxing or MMA?
It's boxing tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow night.
Is it that
Canelo out.
on Netflix?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Veronica says Charlie was a conservative. He supported President Trump, but also ruffled him as Charlie called out poor behavior. Don
Yeah.
Spain says I got Canelo.
Y- You know what though? Here's the thing. Trump, like
Later, Cindy.
Charlie was able to admonish Trump for like his bad behavior or whatever, and Trump still loved him and still considers him as a son.
Yeah, but you can't go around trusting politicians.
But that's the
It
thing.
sounds nice, right?
Trump is not a politician.
Oh, he's a politician. He may not have
He's a
started as
businessman.
he may not have started as a politician, but he's a fucking politician now. He's bought and paid for just like the rest. And I've voted for him 3 times.
I don't. I can't see him being a politician. I can't see him being bought and paid for because he has his own money. Like what? Where? Like who could buy him? George
Israel.
Soros.
I think Israel, maybe through Epstein, perhaps. Blackmail. You know, everybody has their weaknesses. If you can learn to exploit them when it comes to powerful men, you can control people.
Okay, well, I'm on the side of Israel.
What's Israel? Is it Netanyahu or is it the biblical history of Israel?
I'm on the side of I do not want terrorists to be able to control any country. I don't want any terrorists to come into another country, another neighboring affiliate sovereign territory and rape and murder children and then play martyr by blocking the supply routes or stealing all the supplies to that are sent to uh, enable their own citizens.
So you believe in destroying your enemy. If you've established that somebody is an enemy, you believe in destroying them completely, or they'll just continue to
No,
come at you and sneak attack you
that's the
and sneak
thing
into your
is
country and rape. And
that is Hamas. That is
how
who
do you stop
controls
them,
the
right? The only way to
Palestine.
stop, but the only way to stop Hamas, right, would be to totally obliterate them, right?
I would prefer cutting off the head of the snake, but I don't know where that snake's head is at. As long as Hamas is control of that territory, those people will never be free.
Hamas has
And
never been in control of that territory. Only Israel is in control of that territory.
the Palestine territory is controlled by Hamas.
Corey says he is totally bought and paid for. The term is nothing like the first. I agree with that. And nothing like the first. Why should it be, right? Strategically. Makes sense.
Yeah, he learned a lot. I mean, if you listen to any of the Joe Rogan podcasts that he was on, he was dumb. He went in there full-hearted, rose-colored glasses. He didn't understand that how far the swamp went. He came in here this term and he's guns a-blazing, really trying to actually clear the swamp.
Hmm. I haven't seen any of the swamp being cleared. I like what happened with the border. But that
You
to me was that stuff's
how
simple.
many how
That was like
many
common sense shit. Fucking anybody could have done.
No, but like did you not like all those people from the labor department done, all those people from the justice department relieved, all those people from the Intel DIA that were relieved of duty, all of the I mean, they have really cleared a lot of, for lack of better term,
Yeah, there's some good things.
inbred people that were deep liberal fanatics that were bureaucrat deep, and
But
they've
let me
really
ask you this.
started to clear the swamp.
Why do you feel like you need to just have some kind of blind connection with Israel?
I don't have blind connection. It just I see like Israel didn't attack Palestine.
Yeah, they did.
Palestine first
Yeah.
before October 7th.
Yeah, they basically settled there just after World War II. They invaded that whole place.
Oh my gosh.
It was given to them basically by
It
the
was
British.
given to them. That was their
But
designated
but the Brit
spot
but
to,
the British took it from them. You know, it wasn't their land.
but that was the agreed upon land that was designated
Look, I'm
for
not
them
saying
to
it's
go
wrong.
to.
Just this is what I'm saying. I just want people to call it what it is. You know, just say yes, like yes, they claimed that land, they settled there. Unfortunately, once they did, they received resistance from an opposition. And this
I
opposition
will
will not, well, hold on. The opposition will not stop, right? They keep terrorizing them, bombing them. And in order for them to stop them, they must completely obliterate them or else they got to leave, right? They're not leaving.
no, or the opposition could stop trying to terrorize them.
Yeah, but
How
they were
about
there
that?
first. They were there first, though.
But it's so okay. I'm trying not to sound like somebody that's stumbling against Charlie Kirk. It was an agreed upon land. There was treaties, there was declarations, and it was agreed upon. It wasn't
Not by the
like
Palestinians, though, just by the people in control, the people that won the war. It was forced upon them.
I'm just about to start reading a book about that. So next weekend I will join this
I'm just saying,
conversation
like,
again.
sometimes that's just how it happens. You have to overthrow somebody else in history. That's what we've learned, right? You have to overthrow somebody and then you occupy and then you establish that place.
Yes. Okay.
So is that
So
what Israel's doing? They're like, okay, these motherfuckers are our enemies. They won't stop terrorizing us. Let's just obliterate them, and then we're gonna occupy this whole area.
so are you saying Palestinians were justified on October 7th by doing that mass raid, raping,
Justify? What do
murdering.
you mean? I don't think any of this is justified. War and murder and death. None of this is ever. How could you ever
So
justify?
their attack, the Palestine attack on the Israelis, that was
Very
okay.
reminiscent of 9/11, right? They even called it their 9/11.
However, comma, we Americans never took over this land from anybody except the indigenous Indians. Saudi Arabia's, the Qataris,
Wait.
the Afghani.
Who are the indigenous Indians?
I don't, but there's too
Which
many
tribe?
tribes.
Because
I don't know.
I'm Native American,
Great. Congratulations. I'm proud of
and
you.
most Native Americans were at war with other Native Americans. So which one? What are you referring to?
Well, I'm just saying that is the story that we are being told, right? That when,
Some are more Asian and some are more Spanish.
okay, cheers.
You have to be
I'm just saying.
specific. You have to be specific. That's
No,
all.
the I'm just saying, like,
Talking about
unlike,
the Sioux,
no,
the Apache, the Navajo,
no, I am
Nez
trying
Perce.
to give I am trying to negate your 9/11 comparison of their October 7th to our actual 9/11. The difference
Well, our
is,
9/11 was definitely a stand down, and then
uh,
apparently in Israel they had a stand down too. Like where there was no security at that point in time. It's like they just let it happen.
our 9/11 was completed by complete foreigners,
Yes.
not from. It wasn't like Canadians came over
No,
here
this
and
is
did
how it
this and
works.
tried to do that.
This is how it works. There's foreigners right now constantly trying to attack the United States. They're spending
Yeah.
10, 20, 30 years coming up with plots and plans, and we foil them constantly. That's not the
Yes.
point. The point is this: they pick and choose for whatever reason to stand down, right? Hey, we need this one to go through. We're going to let 9/11 happen. Usually we spend our time blocking these events, but for whatever reason, for strategic reason, or whatever, like the Illuminati or whatever you want to call it, for their own motivation, they say, well, it's not like we're planning this or involved in it. We're just simply going to step aside and allow it to happen. And then we're going to go ahead and from that, that'll be the catalyst to go to war with Afghanistan, to Iraq, the creation of ISIS, and the fall of Syria.
I can see how you see that. You would think that. I don't, I disagree. So, and I can't tell you why I disagree, but I, I disagree. So,
What's up, Mike? Corey says, like JFK. Exactly. You have the assassination of JFK, and then you have then comes the civil rights movement. Then
have you,
comes welfare.
yeah, have you read all of those documents? I haven't, and I haven't.
I have
There's
them.
a latest. You do.
Hmm.
Is there anything like really
There's
revolutionary out of it?
yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there about like secret agents and like spies from like Australia and Israel and all this crazy shit. Yeah, it's nuts.
But
Pretty
that
interesting.
has, but anything like that proves that it wasn't.
No, nothing like a smoking gun.
But is there something that like leads you, like, because the theory is that it was Lyndon Johnson that put the hit out, right?
Lyndon and George, in my opinion, the whole the whole skull and bones.
Yeah. Somebody else can call in and join the conversation.
Right
I'm
now, I'm
gonna.
just kind of going through the chat. You don't have to get, you can hang out. Don't feel pressured to talk. Let's see. Teresa, have they ever found that baby body of Emmanuel? No, not yet. Apparently, it may be at the landfill, and for whatever reason, they chose not to go check.
Why do people have to be so horrible?
It's a good question.
I think that's the question of this month, really.
Like, how does that ever happen? How does a father get to that point? Must be a really sick individual. Lynn, that came to the U.S. in Maine and drove to Boston at Logan Airport. Good to see you. Like Veronica, well, you have to know why to disagree in order to be able to disagree or agree. Can you be more specific? What's up, Cheeks? If you can't tell somebody why you disagree, then you should not disagree. I think that was directed at you. Never a
Yeah,
believer.
I think it's because of like I have basic knowledge of the Israel's, you know, being created. I think my belief that was a righteous creation and righteous take, and I think that there was, I know, I don't know the specifics, but I know off the top of my head that there was accessions given to the Palestinians. So, like, give it a break.
Uh, no, Don. Unfortunately, nothing new.
I took the night off from Charlie Kirk, except for Erica's message. But so I knew earlier, or I heard earlier that there was some like um, changing reports of was his dad prior sheriff, or was the pastor that turned him in prior sheriff? Like, is there any
No,
more
I think
fidelity
it.
to that?
I think it was his father that was former law enforcement.
How gut wrenching. Let's pray for that dad.
That's gonna be tough. College money well spent, huh?
Well, he only went to college for a part of 1 year, I heard.
Damn, that's all it took, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like I'm caught up on the chat. Let's take a look at the poll. So the question was, who are you? 73% of you said Sleuth Crew gang gang. All right. Shout out to you guys. What up? What up? 23% of you are lurking. What the hell? 4% said F the Sleuth Crew. Who the hell said that? Show show yourself right now in the chat. I want to see you. Show your face.
Creepers be creeping.
For show. Faux show. Sad. Tyler's mom is pleading for his life. I saw on German news. Now they're going to give him the death penalty, probably.
Oh, I wish they would just stop saying that guy's name. He doesn't deserve his name to be said.
No, you have to understand the criminology for sure. Can't shy away from it, or the typology.
The criminology is he did it to become his own stupid, in his mind, liberal martyr, right?
No, we don't
Like,
know that. We just assume that. He just seems like a normal kid. Like, where did he go wrong? Maybe he was never normal. Maybe that's what he was pissed off about. He was raised in a Christian, very conservative home, and he didn't, deep down inside, he didn't like that. He rebelled against that. He didn't feel the same way that they did. But when you're under that kind of pressure, you love your father, you don't want them to disown you or look down upon you. You keep up the charade. You compartmentalize. But then all of a sudden you show up at a university, right? And everybody's like, let your freak flag fly. Then you
he
do.
didn't even go to that university
No, I'm not talking about that university. He went to a university.
for six, maybe like for half of a semester.
Yeah. And I guarantee you that that's where he was radicalized in college. A lot of people are. That's what people don't understand. That's what you're paying your money for now. You send your kids to university, that's what you can expect. Marxism. I hate to say it, but that's the truth.
Well, no, my kids had the choice of which military service they were going to join for college money.
That works too. Mike Cunningham, online guy. They are selling it. School, game, social. What do you mean, Mike? What does Mike mean? Never a believer.
Online guy. So we got to go back up to the whoever online guy are is, and they are selling it. School, games, social. So online guy, another member in the chat probably
I
said
don't see this
something.
online guy.
mm, Probably just like, okay, so he was in a Discord on a, like, I don't know what Discord is. I'm a,
Discord is basically kind of like a chat forum. It,
but
it was
is
it
it
was created for gamers.
okay? That's what I was getting at. So
You can create private rooms just specifically for your own channel.
yeah, so I know the shooter was in a Discord, and his roommate was in the same Discord, and
Hmm.
that's a lot how a lot of the information got out. But so
Talking about the gun and the drop point for the rifle, it was covered in a towel. Yep.
yeah, so I think Mike is just saying he was an online, like he wasn't a real world person, like he didn't have
Oh, got you. He was in the Matrix. That's true
yeah
because a lot of his signatures were based upon games.
yeah.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, I got you up on my TV now on mute so I can see the chat.
Nice. There you go. What's up, Teresa? He lived online. Yep, we got you. He was in the Matrix. Absolutely. Gamer. Gamer type.
Okay, I feel I feel silly, but I'm just gonna say it. Like my husband gets on me because I'm a quote unquote gamer for playing this stupid game on my phone.
I don't know. I think you could probably. I definitely play a couple games on my PC.
I I was a farm girl. I was never like in farm girl in the 80s, and then so when the Nintendo came out, it would have been like
Oh yeah, I guess if you want to go way back then, absolutely. Nintendo,
it would
Game
have been the
Boy, Sega.
8-bit, like to get a Nintendo would have been the 8-bit movie.
Even an Atari one time. I remember we went on
Yeah,
a vacation and one of my mom's family members had an Atari, and
yeah,
we got the opportunity to play that. That was pretty cool. Well, it was the first time I saw a video game.
yeah. That's like now we'll go to a bar that has like those huge video games on the walls, and you can
It's
play
all good,
Atari
Don. I
video
got it.
games.
Say that again. Sorry.
So my husband and I will go to a bar that has like the big video games on the wall, and we can play Atari on the wall and and have a beer and like do Space Defenders and
Oh, that sounds fun.
all that stuff. And yeah,
I'm a big fan right now. My favorite game is probably Mario Kart. You know, you can play it with the family.
yeah, I'm excluded from that game.
You're too good.
It's my husband and his daughter's game.
You
Uh,
must be too good. That's like my wife. She's just too good. She fucking beats us all. Like I used to be the dominant one, you know what I mean? Like fucking everybody up.
yep.
And then now it's her by a mile. It's like not even fun to play her.
Yep.
It's not even fair. I swear she's hacking.
Yeah.
Fucking hacker.
I
Teresa,
think
no, but
Don's
he did
fans
write
should
a bunch
call
of
in.
strange things on his he left some signatures at the crime scene. What's up, practical?
Yeah, on the shells of some bullets, he left like
Like an inscription.
inscriptions of what, like one was like a choral song
Um
of
yeah, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao.
yeah, yeah, it was
One
just
was like
German
hey
for
fascist.
fascist. Yeah,
Yeah, one was hey fascist catch, and then one was like down right, down down down, which was part of a game,
yeah.
a video game. And then the other one was something like LMAO, if you're
If
reading
you
this you're gay or something.
yeah,
It's like he's
catch
just
this
trolling. He's like
fascist.
just trolling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
sad. It's sad to think that he was that desperate to throw his life away and take Charlie Kirk's for what? Just for his fucking stupid friends? Like, what the fuck? It's disgusting.
and the disgusting Ilhan Omar, Jasmine Cracker Space Face, the
Yep,
fake Indian, and all of
absolutely
them
practical.
not.
Wait, did you say fake Indian? Or are you talking about Cash?
No, I'm talking about what's her face? Janet Reno. No, not Janet Reno. What's her face? Out of I think she's from Maine. Like the one that is
Kamala
been
Harris.
accused. No, she's a white lady. She's an old white lady that said she was a American
Oh, you're
Indian.
talking about Pocahontas.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. Elizabeth Warren.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, her name's
Thank you.
Pocahontas.
Okay, Pocahontas. Well, it should be Pocahontas because she's not.
No, it's Pocahontas.
Okay. they're downplaying, degrading, like their whole thing is like, you never gave any of the Minnesota Democratic people. Yes, we did. And here's the fact about that. It's going to come out
What's up, Anna?
that it was Tim Waltz that put the hit out on them.
I don't know. He might be responsible for the Minnesota stuff that happened to
Exactly. That's what I'm
90 days
saying.
ago.
We all gave pause and, respect to their deaths as the conservative nation or whatever. We did. And we did not say, well, they should have, not been supporting all this other shit, and they shouldn't have said this. We just said that's a tragedy, and we went on their day.
Just sat by, on the sideline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is the product of that. You know what I mean? What happened to Charlie? For sure. Or a lot of the riots, the Black Lives Matter stuff that happened during what was it, during the 2016 presidential elections?
Oh, and then, um, George Floyd, all that stuff. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I posted on my page a thing of a comparison, like the day after Charlie Kirk was assassinated versus the day after George Floyd. And the
Summer of
day after,
Love.
Charlie Kirk, were showing pictures of, people meeting up and singing and praising Jesus, and
Kumbaya.
praising Jesus here and there and everywhere. And George Floyd, there's tires burning, there's looting, and all that.
Oh yeah, Ferguson was big too. To me, that's when it all started with Obama. We were just
Yeah.
we
Yep.
were duped by that.
Was that 2014?
No, that was 2012.
Okay. Yeah.
No, 2008 and then 2012.
No, I
But
mean,
originally,
but when when
Obama was
Ferguson
2008.
happened.
He was, oh no, Ferguson, I'm not sure. I'm just talking about Obama right now. So
Yeah.
two terms, 2004 and 2008, I believe.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And I think so. In the between the 2008 and 2012, there was
Don says
the
2014 was Ferguson.
yep. So, but between 2008 and 2012, there was the kid down in the Zimmerman
Oh yeah, George
case in
Zimmerman.
Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that riled them, that gave them enough coattails to ride to 2012. And then in 2014, they came up with this Ferguson issue to ride the coattails into 2016.
Yeah, Trayvon Martin.
And I think they really thought that it was going to be uh, somebody other than Hillary Clinton. Like, they thought there was going to be another black person that could step in, but there wasn't. And so when it became between Hillary and um, Bernie, they were like, "Well, we can't control Bernie, so we know we can
Yeah,
control."
he was like a real Hitler.
Yeah,
You want to talk about a dictator, but that's what Bernie would have done. He's the kind of guy that wears like a happy, I look like grandpa, blah blah blah. But as soon as I can get my hands into the system, like no, I'm turning into a Mao.
yeah. We would have had like federal grocery stores. Yeah,
Yeah, it would have been ugly with him. But honestly, it would have been even uglier with Hillary Clinton because all she wanted was World War III, just like Biden. So
Yeah, but would you think she would have been more effective?
Yeah, Trump was like a roadblock and all of that. That's why they try to kill him. It kind of threw.
they didn't kill him try to kill him in
No, I mean
between
they did,
in
but
his
also,
term.
well, not only did they try to kill him, but before that, that's why we had the pandemic. That's why they unleashed all that was because of Trump. That was all a political stunt.
Well, yes, because they had the pandemic conference in 2015 or 2014, I
Yeah,
can't
it was the
remember.
only way that they could steal the 2020 election. The Russia hoax and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so
it's crazy. We're
unfortunate
living in
that that's
crazy
what they're
times.
going
Honestly,
with.
living in crazy times. Bottom line.
Do you think also that the Charlie Kirk assassination is also an attempt to kill all the other stuff that we've been progressing with, as in like going in the Justice Department, going after the Biden chaos and the Biden and the Russian hoax and all that?
No, I think that what we're dealing with right now is a political party who has chosen to weaponize the fringe group of United States citizens using tactics like MK Ultra um, through the universities, first through indoctrination, and then basically weaponizing them, and then possibly mind control. Honestly, I think
Yeah,
that's
but
how.
with MK Ultra, like there is some sort of like one-on-one training. It's not just the repetition of phrases. There's like you have to be in a one-on-one setting to get
No, I think
set.
that I mean that's part of it. I think MK Ultra is part of the entire indoctrination. It's the entire university system. It's the entire Marxism, the Satanism, the ideological subversion. I mean, it's just an attack against a country's culture, their patriotism, and their history.
I get that. However, to implement it,
Takes about 20 years, one generation through the university is where it starts. You make the students believe that you make the young generation believe that speech is hate and certain things are, certain things. And then from that point, you can manipulate everything else from there on out through like the media, things like that.
okay, so you're not talking about the strict like mind control thing,
I'm sure that goes on too.
right?
But that's part of it, but I think it's more of an agenda than just like bringing a guy into a room and clockwork oranging them.
So scary.
A good example I think would be Adam Lanza, the Aurora incident is another good example.
Oh, yeah.
They always seem to be tied to, their parents being government officials or something like that.
Hmm. Were you surprised it wasn't a trans?
It might Tyler might be trans.
Just not committed.
Yeah, I mean, he might be under immense pressure from his parents. He might be trans, he might be gay, he might be who knows. He comes from a conservative background. His family went to church, very religious. If he was for whatever reason gay, maybe closeted homosexual, or identified as trans, he definitely may have been rough for him to try to speak that truth, right? But as soon as he goes to college, that's what he's surrounded by. He's probably the welcome wagon is probably filled with trans people, gay and lesbian, all kinds. That's what they want. They're gonna welcome you with that. So he's like, "What the hell? What the hell's going on? I'm afraid of all of this. I fear this." And then he's like, "Wait a minute, it's not so bad."
I don't know. The area that he is from is pretty FDLC, and so much so that they actually still have like polygamists
Are you
in
talking
that
about
it,
LDS?
yeah.
LDS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I live in Arizona. I know all about Mormons. I mean, I'm surrounded by Mormons. I know all about LDS.
Yeah, but that specific region where he's at in Utah is
Hmm.
like they actually have open polygamists that are not like the Jeffreys or Jeffers or whatever.
I don't know about all that. I haven't seen any evidence of that. Blinn says we can be the American party. Is that why Elon started it? That's not how divide and conquer works, Lynn.
Right? I don't want to conquer anybody. I just want people to be reasonable.
Yeah, I feel like more and more that might be naive.
I
You know,
know, but I
it's like
still
we
want
expect
it.
people
I
to
still
be good.
pray for it.
It's like you expect people to be good, but now you just
Ephesians,
feel naive, for thinking that.
Ephesians 4:32. Be ye kind one to another. Treat each other just like you wouldn't want to be treated. You know what I mean? Like,
Good point, Don. Don says, in my opinion, COVID was China's answer to Trump's tightening the screws on China. Yeah, the tariffs.
yeah.
Absolutely. Boom. Not only that, but China was also, they're involved in what was going on in Ukraine, involved in the Democratic Party. That's the Chinese party right there. That's where the ideological subversion is coming from. The Democrat Party, China, and this weird, like, satanic ritual of Megadeth. I don't know why they're trying to throw us into like World War III. It's fucking scary.
Have you ever heard of the 2030 uh, order or rule or theory?
No, not that I know of.
2030 is when they believe that because of the like how McDonald's is like the economical price gauge of throughout the world, and by 2030 they believed that the price in China, that McDonald's would like surpass or whatever surpass the economical basic standard, and that's when China would just go off on war throughout the continent,
Oh, that
throughout
was
the
that
world.
was a fear that was being
Yeah,
spread.
yeah,
Y2K.
yeah.
All right. Well, we are at the hour mark. Never, you want to give us your final words before we end the stream?
Well,
Don't hold back. Let's hear it.
mm, mm,
Let's hear it. Get it off your chest.
don't let the fucking left get loose. Let's get right.
Oh, they're loose already.
And in honor of Charlie Kirk, let's pray for everyone, no matter what political, whatever. Just pray. All right.
Will
Goodbye.
do.
Thanks.
Thank you, Never. Thanks for the call. Awesome. Great call. Great chat. All right. Anybody have any final words? We're going to spend maybe 5 more minutes here in the chat, and then we're going to get out of here. Great call. Thank you, Never. Thank you so much. Don, thanks for participating. Big Mac is too much. Practical says amen. Good night, Boston. All right. That was an awesome call. Thank you so much for calling in. If you're part of the replay crew, you know exactly what to do. Drop a comment. We'll get back to you. Hit that Cash App if you can. We do need the support. We are 100% crowd-funded. But if you can't, hit the Cash App. Just hit the like button. It's right there. Everybody else, I'll see you again real soon. Thanks for hanging out. Great caller. Thank you so much for having the guts to call in. Great conversation. The chat, you rocked. And we'll see you guys again real soon. Take care. Peace.